Hello, I'm Councilmember Bill Farmer Jr. welcoming you to another very special edition of LexPlore. I've got my granddad's Army Corps of Engineers hat. He worked for the Corps and he was always kind to take me to some of the construction sites. Today we've come out to Idlehour where we're constructing the new Senior Citizen Center. It's across the way. It'll take a few minutes to get there, but I want you to come with me. We're going to have a great LexPlore. Stay with us. Welcome back to our special edition of LexPlore. I've been joined by Joyce Thomas. Joyce, nice to have you here.
Nice to be here, Bill.
Thank you for your work for the government.
You're welcome.
You have a fancy title, but you are a project manager, aren't you?
That's
for
correct.
the Senior Citizen Center.
Yes.
Have you done other projects kind of before this, or is this a...
Yes. Well, I worked in Ohio before this and worked for a construction management company up there.
Really?
Yes.
How long have you been with us?
5 years.
This is the biggest thing we've done, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Any special challenges because of that?
Weather has been a huge one,
No
and
kidding.
site conditions. We've got some poor soils here that we've had to deal with, but we're moving through all of them pretty well.
Were they just too mushy or something? Or we
Too
didn't
mushy.
have a good base?
This was a park. You didn't have any structures on it, so you didn't have to worry too much about the structural stability of the soil. And when you start talking about putting a building on this kind of soil, you've got to do lots of things to fix it, and that's what we've had to do.
Did we have to come back? What, did we have to compact something down there?
We had to over-excavate. We had to add some additional materials and did some other things with the foundations and the floor footings. And then we were able to go ahead and pour our first floor deck.
And they're pouring the second floor deck as we speak.
They are. It's exciting.
It is exciting because, you know, you start to see the steel over here, you look around, you think, what's going on? And this is a sturdy building.
It will be. It's true.
Tell me about all this steel. I mean, my gosh.
Well, this isn't all of it. Once we get the second floor deck poured, then the rest of the second floor steel will go up, and the roofing members will go up as well. So we're not done with steel yet.
Well, this must be certified for an EF something tornado, I would suspect. I mean, my gosh.
I couldn't tell you what that figure is. Sorry.
But you have worked with, we have an on-site kind of inspector on our behalf.
We do. And Martin Woodford is
Martin
here.
does a great job.
Yes, he does.
And then Merle Construction's running the site.
Correct.
Doing the deal.
Yes.
And then I know, like today, in about an hour's time, they will have poured all the cement on this level. And I know they were downstairs welding until like midnight last night or something. Yeah,
getting things ready. They're a good hard-working team. They're trying to get by all the challenges we've had with weather.
Well, I know that when we were out here and we did the groundbreaking, people really wanted us to be, you know, they wanted it to be done during 2015, and it was never scheduled for that. It's supposed to be for sometime 2016. But I think just, you're right, 2 feet of snow and a hard time.
Rain.
So you think we're going to be into the new year fairly significantly before we get it kind of all in?
We're going to be in spring. I'm waiting for an updated schedule right now from the general contractor, but we're looking at spring of 2016.
So do you stay in contact with the senior citizen staff now about when they're coming over here or how they would move in would go? Is it, when do you hand off, I guess?
When do I hand off?
Yeah, or where's the transition?
Well, we'll be talking early spring. I mean, I talk with KRISTY STAMBAUGH all the time, who's the director of the new center. And so she's kind of up to date on what's going on with schedule. We'll be putting furniture in probably before we actually finally complete the building.
Right.
And then move-in won't happen until after final completion.
What will we have then?
Grand opening.
Grand opening. That will be nice.
Yeah, I think they want to get opened and settled before they do that, from what I've heard. But then they'll have a nice grand opening celebration.
Well, I just think it's you know, it's tough to look at a construction site and say it's beautiful, but it's really nice out here.
It is. It's a wonderful environment.
I think once people are here and they will enjoy this so specially because you can see much further than you would think initially.
Yes.
And it will be far more pastoral than it is now, but these guys are working hard. Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else we should talk about? So the kitchen goes in down there. That'll be a...
Yes. Big improvement from what they have right now. It'll be a full-size commercial kitchen, although it won't be a full cooking kitchen. It'll be a warming kitchen, but it'll fulfill their needs.
And deliveries will come in on that side. There'll be a lot on that side, an outside pull-in or something?
Yeah. It's not so much a loading dock, but a double door situation where they can pull deliveries in for the food deliveries. So.
And then parking along the front?
Parking along in the front. Overflow parking will be over here. Should have
That's
plenty
right.
of room.
It kind of shares it with the park.
It does,
itself.
correct. That's correct.
Is there a water feature? What's the front look like when we get done here?
The front of the building?
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of nice landscaping. The parking lot is going to have some islands that have bioretention type plantings in there. Yes.
That's great.
And then we'll have some permeable pavers along the front edge of the parking as well. So that'll kind of help with our water runoff that we're creating by building this building.
Well, that's good, and we're in a wet area anyway, so
Yes.
we want to vent it well.
Yes.
Well, thank you for your time today.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate the work you're doing here, and I know all the seniors will,
Great.
as well as Fayette County.
Thank
So,
you.
Thank you very much. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We've been joined by KRISTY STAMBAUGH. She has a long title. What is it?
Director of Aging and Disability Services.
But she, for me and for many of us, is the face of the Senior Citizen Center. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's so nice to be on site with you here today.
Oh my gosh, we are so excited. Thank you for your support.
Well, thank you. You're very kind. This has just been a special thing to bring to the district, but to bring to Lexington, because your all services are so, I mean, you're overwhelmed in my estimation.
We are positively overwhelmed. This has been so long in coming. If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
remember, the project kind of started in 2007, and then the economy kind of
Yes, ma'am.
took
Yes.
a south turn, and then here we are, 2015. Going to move in 2016. Nicholasville Road, we don't have room for another soul. I was there yesterday. We had line dance going on. There were 55 folks in an area much smaller than anything you see here.
Well, that is true. There's not a room there that's
As small as we are at
I mean, no
Nicholasville Road.
kidding. There'll be a huge change in that respect.
It sure will. We can currently offer about 8 programs a day, 8 different classes. Here on this site, about 24. Now, when we think about that as staff, we're like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming, but in a great way.
Well, I think you'll have people who want to be involved, people who want to help, no doubt. They always
That's correct.
do. But just the ability to provide that, or just see where interest takes folks. I mean, no kidding.
That's exactly right. I get an email about every week with a group that says, hey, we're so excited about the new senior center. Have you thought about this? We would love to do this.
Yeah.
These kinds of things. So you should see that file that I have. And
See, that's exciting though.
thank goodness for council support, because we got the budget to get a few more positions.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to program it and have adequate coverage and be able to really meet the needs of our growing senior population.
Well, people continue to educate.
That's correct.
I think people continue to stay active, or are now trying to stay more and more active.
That's right.
And certainly this building or this facility is set up around all of those opportunities.
Absolutely. So let me give you a tour, right?
Yeah,
so
please,
the room
please.
we're standing in now is 2 conference rooms.
Okay.
It could be 1 conference room, it could be 2. It's going to be available to the community that already meets in our current center.
Certainly.
So they'll be able to come with us. New groups may be able to meet. We may hold a book club in this room.
Our neighborhood alliance.
Or
can be
Idle
here.
Hour Neighborhood, absolutely. And over our shoulder, you will be looking down into the multi-purpose room.
This is a big room.
It
This is a big space.
big room. We are so excited. The multi-purpose room is going to be 2/3 of it is going to be open for maybe line dance classes, table tennis,
And it's 2
community
stories
meetings,
tall.
and it's 2 stories tall. There's a platform, an elevation for
Okay.
a speaker.
Okay.
The far end is going to be the dining room, and
All right.
beyond that is a kitchen. And the kitchen is, I think, 3 times the size of our kitchen, and it's going to be in a configuration that we could actually hold cooking classes. Not a commercial kitchen, but able to do cooking for one, healthy nutrition, opportunities, whereas right now the seniors can't access the kitchen that we
No,
have.
it's a totally separate function.
It
That's a
absolutely
tremendous
is.
add-on.
It really is.
Was that part of the original plan?
Oh
when this
yes,
came through?
yes. And then to your shoulder over here is
Yeah.
a music room. So what we're looking at right there is the music room. This is a companion restroom.
Sure.
Beyond you are 2 craft rooms
Towards the back, or towards the front of the building? there?
towards the front of the building.
Yeah.
So one of them's going to have a kiln. Well, we have 2 kilns for ceramics. We're going to have pottery wheels. So we're kind of calling that our messy craft
This will be in
room.
the front corner.
Front corner.
Yeah, all
And
right.
then next to it is another craft room, and we're calling that our clean craft room. We'll have sewing machines set up, we'll have bead crafts, we'll have painting. We
That'll be
plan
good.
to offer art studio time, where artists who are in the process can just come and work. Whereas right now, they have to put away their art and wait until the next time slot to come and work on it again. The front of the building up here on the 2nd floor is a card area for social gathering, but we have bridge, we have euchre, we have all
So like where he's
kinds.
over there right now smoothing that concrete.
That's correct.
People will be playing cards.
Well, technically where he's smoothing is a TV room.
Oh, nice, nice.
To his right shoulder is the card area. Next to that is a billiards area, and we'll have 3 billiards tables.
Really?
Yeah. We have 2 currently, and it's not enough.
Oh no, that room of that building is hot with guys in there,
really
and there's
is.
ladies too. I'm telling you what, they hang in there.
Right.
They do.
Absolutely.
So that'll have some nice light to it, won't it?
Absolutely, because the front is coming in light.
Yeah.
Then there's a little office for our recreation staff, and then a fitness room. And right now I'm in the process of doing the RFP for the fitness equipment.
No kidding. Oh,
Then we have a dance
it's like
studio.
Christmas for shopping.
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, I live in a gym, and it's so much fun to be able to pick out
So
the
we
right
do.
equipment for our population. Over directly across from us is going to be a dance studio. And the dance studio is a floating floor. So right now we're pouring on concrete, but in order to ease our joints, it's going to be a floor that kind of gives.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So we'll be able to have aerobics, we'll have Zumba, we'll have yoga in there. Everything that we offer now and 10 times more. Down below us, as you see, again, the kitchen, the multi-purpose area.
Now I like this. So this is a roof line.
That's
that
a
comes
roof
out?
line that goes over the kitchen. And then we're looking out here at the park.
Right, it's
and
so
right
pastoral.
below us here is going to be an outdoor patio area with a barbecue grill, a garden. Behind us,
Like
or
right here?
behind right down there.
All right.
There's going to be pickleball in the corner over there.
I
There's
wanted to
going to
teach
be
people how to pickleball.
a field for croquet, for bocce ball, for outdoor picnics. Front of the building, we have a cafe. We have 2 classrooms to program. We're already working with the University of Kentucky, Ali Osher Lifelong Learning.
Good.
And they're going to be a presence in the building and offer educational classes every day of the week for us.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And then we're right above the library.
That'll be a nice sized room.
Yeah. And it's going to have a gas fireplace, so it'll be cozy. And we'll put some of our historic stuff, like our Hall of Fame and some of the things that we're bringing from the old center. Not much we're bringing from the old center, just some memories, because we're getting all new furnishings. And it'll be modern, and it'll be comfortable, and it'll be suitable for our aging population. And our aging population, I mean, it's 60 years old. That's not very old, quite frankly.
But the building is honed for people of different kind of opportunities themselves.
Absolutely.
Both for walking and getting around and being here.
That's right.
So I guess there must be an elevator somewhere here.
There is an elevator, and
Okay.
I was asking them about it. All we can see right now is the wooden, it's a sunken.
Oh, that's the pit right there.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you mentioned, because some people have been worried about the elevator, but there's an elevator there. There's 3 staircases.
This is good.
And when we visited that place in Boston, they said 80% of their population is using the stairs.
I'm sure that's true. I do. I try to. I try to
Sure.
park further from the door.
Sure.
I walk because I can.
Right.
Because
And-
at one point I won't be able to.
That's exactly right. And most of the things on that end of the building are very active.
Yes.
Not that a person who has mobility difficulties couldn't participate in all of them,
Right.
but a lot of the active activities are upstairs.
Well, and that's good. You get a separation by place and time to a certain degree.
Sure.
So you walk up and come right in the front center, right to here?
Yep, right in the front center. Cafes to the right, classrooms, or cafes to the left, classrooms to the left, administrative offices. We don't have much space for administrative offices, and that's okay, because we want to be here for our seniors.
All right, then in the end, you're coming from a busy corner
Right.
on Nicholsville Road at the being rebuilt Alumni Drive,
Right.
and you're getting a fantastic center, but you're getting it in a
Park.
almost a pastoral setting.
Yeah.
Don't you think that will
Yes.
affect the quality of what goes on?
Absolutely, and we are so excited to be able to utilize the park. Currently, we're a little bit landlocked. We can't really do much of any activities outside
Right.
because of the traffic noise.
Well, there's no place to go.
And there's no place to go. I mean, UK is getting closer to us every day, right?
Right.
And so here at the park with a walking trail and maybe some exercise stations
And a garden
and the
or something.
garden
Yeah.
and working with the neighborhood
We appreciate
association
that.
on the
They're
community
excited
garden.
too. That's going to be a great interactive thing for multi-generations.
Absolutely.
And we might need to do elevated beds to make sure everybody can be involved.
Sure, absolutely.
You know?
They're planned for that patio right down there.
Christy, I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I'm so excited. We so appreciate your support, the neighborhood support. Working with the church has just been great.
I'm glad.
So I think this is going to be a really nice new home for us.
I'm going to say keep us posted because we'll be back.
Right. Thank you.
Christy, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Pleasure. I'm Joel Farmer for LexPlore. We appreciated being with you today at the construction site here at the new Senior Citizen Center. If you have an interesting place, an idea, let me know. We'll come do LexPlore with you. Joel Farmer, thank you very much.